Dr. Ellahi, please would you like to shed light regarding this incident and the kind of supreme sacrifice Hazrat Imam Hussain Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu has rendered for the sanctity and the protection of Islam, for the revival of the original principles of Islam as far as the political system is concerned. It sets out a clear distinction between two phenomenon, the right and the wrong, the good and the evil.
Yes, and very rightly put by Dr. Alvi. Any civilization, whosoever has marked on the earth, on the surface, on the grounds of mankind, requires some sort of symbolism. Hussain Raziyallahu Anh gave us the symbol of that epitome, that excellence, that righteousness. The dilemma is that when we translate certain terminologies from English or in English, it doesn't give us the right essence of the message. So what Dr. Ali Shariati said about Sayyidina Imam Hussain Raziyallahu Anh, that he is the excellence of Isar and Qurbani, which cannot be translated as sacrifice or altruism. It is way better than that. Isar is something, according to Quran and Sunnah, which is done for the highest supreme message without any vested interest what humans can think of. The other bit is what I think, what Dr. Alvi has put very clearly stated, that Hussain Raziyallahu Anh is the combination of the highest thought and the deepest passion of the mankind. Look, all of us, the humans, are either spread horizontally or vertically. This particular personality, the family of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and Sayyidina Imam Ali Muqam Hussain Raziyallahu Anh, and the companion, set a significant standard of keeping both the horizontality, which is the political system, and the verticality, which is the spirituality, together. And very beautifully put by a Persian poet, Muhammad Gul Ast, O Ali Ruwe Gul. Muhammad, peace be upon him, is like the flower out of which the entire beauty, the peace comes in this universe. And Ali Raziyallahu Anh is like the petals of that flower. Muhammad Gul Ast, O Ali Ruwe Gul. Shuda Fatima Darmiya Bue Gul. And in the middle of it, the fragrance is from the training of Sayyidina Fatima Raziyallahu Anha. Chuitrush Baramad Hussain o Hassan. And in this humidity of tyranny, which those rulers created, the fragrance, the essence, the juice came out as the message given by Hasnain Karimain Rizwan Alaihim Ajma'een. Mottar Azan Shud Zameen o Zaman. And the beauty of this message is that it cannot be put under the carpet or the dust of the centuries. The beauty of this message, of this symbolism is, the height of the symbolism is, that it cannot be eaten by centuries. Even if you and me are alive or not, you and me are going to talk about it or not, Imam Hussain will still be alive. With all of his message, his priorities, which he has said very, very clearly on the day of Karbala, on the battlefield, during the journey, while talking to his companions. It is like a complete constitution, not just for the Muslims, but for the entire mankind. That's what Bhagat Kabir once said. Sab nadiyan jal bhar bhar rahiyan, sagar ke bind khari, sadhu karman ki gat nyari. Whosoever talks about philosophy, intellect, leaves no space for practice. Imam Hussain joins both the intellect, the passion, the reality, the spirituality, and the practice, which is the sacrifice, the Isar, Qurbani. And I'm sorry, I'm lost of words when it comes to translating these huge terminologies. And I think Dr. Alvi would definitely add to it. Isar and Qurbani are those words that cannot be somehow equated with sacrifice or altruism. It's a way bigger terminology. Our lingua franca stands on this incidence. What I've just said is very important. Our entire lang structure, the lang structure of the Muslim Ummah, from the Arab Peninsula to the Far East, stands on the lang structure, on the terminologies, on the practice given, proposed, messaged by Imam Ali Muqam Hussain Raziyallahu anh. And we are greatly indebted by so many schools of Islam who has protected it over the years.
Beautifully put down, Dr. Ellahi. What I understand is the great supreme sacrifice rendered by Hazrat Imam Hussain Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu transcends the bounds and the constraints of the time, and it would be serving as a guide for the generations to come.